From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
You want to go where to buy a new refrigerator? Steve's A to Z Appliance in Cottonwood? In Cottonwood? Just a 10-minute drive. And they'll save us money. New and used, honest, reliable, factory-trained repair service and parts, and they'll save us money. And dispose of this thing? We gotta make the short drive to Steve's A to Z. Thanks, son.
Steve's A to Z Appliance, front and main streets in Cottonwood. Drive a little, save a lot.
All right, hello everyone. Do want to remind you there is a free Weather NorCal Smart TV app for your Roku or Amazon Fire Stick. Now, if you have a smart TV, most likely it's got YouTube on it. Just go to Weather NorCal YouTube page. You can watch the 24-hour streaming channel, and better yet, you can even watch on demand the latest video forecast, like the one you're watching right now. And of course, you just got to search for Weather NorCal for the Roku and Amazon Fire Stick apps there, and boy, you'll be good to go. All right, here's a look at your weather headlines. Now, the weaker winds, they're expected this afternoon. And I do expect that that weaker wind trend will continue over the next several days. That will decrease our fire danger as well. But we do have a warming trend. So as the winds die down, the temperatures are increasing. And unfortunately, it'll still be very dry out there as well. Now, there is a slight chance for a stray sprinkle, a light shower, a passing shower here and there for some of the mountains, which we'll take a closer look at here in a second. But overall, not a lot of rain in the forecast anytime soon. Here's a look at your neighborhood forecast at a glance here for today. And again, we're straying away from those cooler temperatures that we've seen, especially in the valley, but right around normal for this time of the year. And again, I've just included that chance. Don't count on it. Don't cancel any outdoor plans, but don't be surprised if you're into a passing sprinkle or light shower this afternoon for Siskiyou, Modoc, and the eastern mountains. But the winds, here's what we're looking at here. Today, still a little breezy, okay? But we're not looking at a major wind event. It's not going to be as strong as we've seen over the last few days. And even better as we go into your Wednesday, and not to mention even into your Thursday as well. There's Thursday in the afternoon. More of a south wind, by the way, but looks like a bit of a wind coming in from the west-northwest off to the east, and yes, still that north breeze out along the coast. So our fire potential, these brown colors indicate a moderate risk. Now, the reason it's not high or really not too terribly concerned is because the main concern is going to be the heat and the dry conditions. But as I mentioned, the winds just won't be that strong. So that'll be the case even on Wednesday. In fact, even better conditions as you head down to the south and west. So overall, this area of low pressure right here, that's responsible for the gusty winds we've seen over the last few days. It's moving out. So as a result, our winds are dying down as well. Now you'll notice all these clouds off to our west. Those will probably be coming in later on today, but shouldn't really bring us much in the way of rain. But again, that may be a bit of a different story for some of us in the higher elevations. So that cooler air, it's riding off to the north and east. And we've got some more cool air coming in from the west. Now, what you'll notice is the main bubble of heat is down to our south and west, and also to our east. We still have what's known as a trough of low pressure. Now, typically, with troughs of low pressure, we talk about cooler air. But we're that time of the year, we've got to really get some of that cooler air to really cool down, and it's just not happening. And not to mention the fact that these bubbles of heat are also having an impact on that as well. So yes, it's warming up. But here's the one thing I want to mention. We do expect 105 plus in some areas for the valley as we get to the end of the week and this weekend. See that? That's the ridge of high pressure building back over the Four Corners region. That extends into our region. But the reason why this can't come up any more to the north and west is because of this storm system here preventing that from happening. So again, it could be hotter. It could be worse, right? So at least we have these storm systems continuing to prevent this heat from really expanding over us. I mean, how many times have we seen those summers where you see just that big ridge of high pressure? That's not the case here as we extend into the long range. So yes, it's going to be hot. That's typical around here, right? But it's not going to be as hot as it could be. Now, I want to show you here because, yes, it's the Futurecast has been kind of backing down on the potential for showers in the mountains, but I'm still keeping that slight chance in there for a stray sprinkle for some of those higher elevations in the north and northeast. Now, some of those clouds coming in as we go into tonight, but again, shouldn't really have much of an impact on us. Also, looks like maybe some of that marine layer returning back to many parts of the coast, including even parts of Del Norte County as we go into Thursday. And by the way, look at that. It's even picking up on the potential for some more showers possibly on Thursday. I haven't set that in stone just yet for the 7-day forecast, but stay tuned for the evening forecast. I may be including that if it decides to stick around a bit here. But those temperatures are going to be right around 90, which is about normal for this time of the year in the valley. 70s for most of the higher elevations. Some of the warmer spots in the mountains will be in the low 80s. And I do expect those low 60s along the coast. So looking at that 7-day outlook, what we're seeing here is that warming trend, right? We're back up close to 100 by Thursday, but we do expect to go from about 100 to 105 to 106 for Friday, Saturday in Redding. But then you can see those temperatures will start to drop again going into early next week. The coast, low to mid 60s for the next 7 days. Inland should be back into the 90s by Thursday, keeping it that way at least for the first half of the weekend. Weaverville, well, you could get up to 100 degrees here by Friday and even into Saturday. We take a look at what we can expect here for places like Siskiyou County, Modoc County, the Eastern Mountains. Again, just that slight chance. Don't count on it. Wouldn't be surprised if it didn't even happen for most of you. And then temperatures back into the 90s for places like Mount Shasta. Again, that peak of the warming trend will be around Friday, Saturday, before we do start to see that dip in the temperatures, especially by early next week.
Cottonwood Small Animal Clinic is one of the only clinics in the area that can see your pet same day and for evening emergencies. We're always striving to improve the care that we give to your pets.
Here at Cottonwood Veterinary Clinic, we have 10 brilliant doctors here to provide your pet with amazing collaborative care. From not only your dog to your cat, but also your gecko, your horses, your goats, and your cows. Come on down and see us. Both clinics are located in the heart of Cottonwood.